Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Abdul Ghaffar Abbasi here. Today we will discuss very important topic, that is what is chemical reaction, different types of chemical reaction. Then we will discuss what is chemical equation and how to balance the chemical equations. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. These are the learning objectives of the day. Number one, as I have told you right now, that is the chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? Then what are the different types of chemical reaction? Then we will discuss very important topic, that is what is chemical equation and how to balance the chemical equation with different rules, and then we will solve some examples related to the chemical equation. So before we are going to discuss our topic, this is very key idea, very important when we are discussing what is chemical reaction or what is chemical equation. So we must know these three important key ideas or important concept, like element, which we have discussed in basic concept. That element is represented by the chemical symbol, like for example carbon for C, nitrogen for N, hydrogen for H, and sodium for as Na. Then the second one is compound. It is represented by the chemical formula. This is chemical formula is the short form of the compound, like sodium chloride NaCl, potassium hydroxide KOH, and HCl hydrochloric acid, and nitric acid HNO3. Now then third one is very important, that is what is chemical reaction, and it is represented by the chemical equation. This is the chemical equation which we will discuss today, how to balance it. This is chemical equation, like sodium is reacting with chlorine, then it will produce the sodium chloride. So this is chemical reaction and chemical equation. So this is very important concept. Now we are moving towards our today's topic, that what is chemical reaction or what is chemical change. How to define the chemical reaction? A reaction is that change or chemical change in which chemical composition of the substance is altered. Chemical composition of the substance is changed, means you can say that when reactants react with one another, they will form a new substance. That is called the chemical reaction, in which new substance is produced. When reactant react with one another, they will produce a new substance. Like during the chemical reaction, reactants produce always a new substance. That is called the chemical reaction or chemical change. Now these are different types of the chemical reaction. There are basically 5 main different types of the chemical reaction. Number one is addition or combination reaction. Second one is decomposition reaction. Third one is single displacement or single replacement reaction. Fourth one is double displacement or replacement reaction. Last one is the combustion reaction. So these are the 5 different types of the chemical reaction. Now we are discussing one by one with definition and with example. Number one is addition or combination reaction. Definition: it is the type of reaction in which two or more substances combine to form a single substance. That is called the addition or combination reaction, in which different reactants react with one another and then they will combine, then they will produce only one compound. This is called addition or combination reaction. Addition reaction is opposite to the decomposition reaction, which we will discuss right now. Now this is the example of the addition or combination reaction, like CaO, calcium oxide, is reacting with carbon dioxide and then they will produce the calcium carbonate. It is one compound which is produced by these two different reactants. In this reaction, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas are added and then they will produce the calcium carbonate. Second type of second reaction is decomposition. In this type of the chemical reaction, in which substance is or divided into, in which one substance or a substance is divided into two or more simpler substances. Here we will have a one compound, and that is being broken down into two or more different products. So this will be called as the decomposition reaction. Say suppose this is the example, like here we have a compound that is calcium carbonate, and we are heating it, and when we heat it, what will happen? It will produce two different compounds, like calcium oxide and CO2 gas will be produced. In this reaction, calcium carbonate on heating is divided into calcium oxide, this one, and then carbon dioxide, this one. So this was the second type of chemical reaction. Now we are moving towards the third type, that is the single displacement reaction. It is the type of the chemical reaction in which displacement reaction is the reaction in which one atom or group of atoms of a compound is replaced by another atom or group of atoms. This is called the single displacement. Here one atom or group of atom is displaced by the another. Like say suppose this is the example, look at here, zinc is reacting with hydrochloric acid, and look at here, zinc will react with chlorine and it will produce zinc chloride, right, and hydrogen gas will be displaced. So in this reaction, hydrogen of the hydrochloric acid is displaced or replaced by the sodium. Sodium has taken place of this hydrogen, so hydrogen is being replaced here, and this is at this position, and zinc has taken place the place of the hydrogen. So this is called the single displacement reaction. Now the fourth type is double displacement reaction. In double displacement reaction, it is also, as you know, that is the type of chemical reaction in which in this double displacement reaction, the two compounds exchange their partners so that two new compounds are formed. Here in double displacement reaction, there will be the displacement of the two atoms, or two, you can say that, group of atoms. So let's look at the example. This is sodium positive, chloride negative, silver positive, nitrate negative. So sodium chloride is reacting with silver nitrate. These are two different compounds. Now what will happen? They will exchange their partners. Now sodium will react with nitrate, it will produce a new compound, that is sodium nitrate. Now this silver will react with chloride, so it will produce silver chloride. Now these are two different compounds when we compare these with these. So these are two different compounds. Like I have mentioned here that in the above reaction, sodium reacted with the nitrate and it will produce sodium nitrate, and then silver will react with chloride to produce silver chloride. Hence they both have exchanged their partners. So this was the concept in the double displacement reaction, and I think it is very much clear from this example. Now the last one, combustion reaction. In this is also the type, very important type of the chemical reaction. In combustion reaction, substance react with oxygen, free oxygen or oxygen which is in the air, atmosphere, and then it will produce the heat energy. It will produce this heat energy and flame also. So this is the combustion reaction. This is also called as the combustion reaction, is also called as the burning reaction, in which heat energy is produced. This combustion is called the exothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction, heat energy is released to the surrounding. So this is called the exothermic reaction. Now these are the two very important examples of the combustion reaction. Number one, when you burn the carbon in the presence of oxygen, it will produce CO2, carbon dioxide gas, and delta H means heat energy to the surroundings. Now then, second one example is the methane, which is cooking gas, and when you burn it in the presence of the oxygen, this is hydrocarbon, then CO2 gas and water vapors are produced, and then heat energy is also produced. So in above reactions, carbon and methane is burned with oxygen to form CO2 gas, water vapors, and along with evolution of the heat and flame, heat energy is also produced. So these are the different types of the chemical reaction. There were four different types of chemical reaction, like one was the addition reaction, combination, addition or combination reaction. Second was decomposition reaction. Third was single displacement reaction. Fourth was double displacement reaction, and the last one, fifth one, was the combustion reaction. These are very important types of reaction, and this topic is very important on the basis of the exam paper point of view. I hope you understood this topic. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.